Your 20s can feel like financial quicksand. You look around and see people financing cars they can barely afford, taking on massive student debt with unclear returns, and spending money like it's unlimited. At the same time, you're left wondering whether you're falling behind or just being more cautious. A lot of people get this completely wrong. They treat their 20s like a free pass to spend, assuming they'll get serious later. But that's like deciding to train for a marathon the night before the race. By then, it's too late to build the foundation. I've spent a long time studying why some people. One thing to be clear about, this isn't professional financial advice. These are real world observations, what actually works, what doesn't, and the patterns that show up again and again in people who succeed financially. The big idea is simple. Money wasted on things that lose value, that's gone forever. So let's start with the first one. The first purchase isn't something you buy once, it's something you build, a side hustle. A lot of people think side hustles are 20s. This might be the most powerful move you can make. Why? Because you likely have you can afford to try, fail, and try again. And if it works, it can completely change your income potential. The key is not chasing trends, but building around your strengths. If you're good with tech, lean into that, especially in simple, broad market funds. This is where time becomes your biggest advantage. Even small amounts invested regularly can grow into something significant over decades. The earlier you start, the less people don't always expect. Travel, but done intentionally. Not expensive, flashy trips just for appearances, but experience familiar places, communicate across differences, and adapt quickly. You develop skills that go far beyond travel. The traditional education. This is about learning skills that actually increase your value. Books, courses, workshops, or hands-on experience that helps you grow. The important part is being selective. Focus on learning from credible ways have to be. There are creative ways to start small, like sharing space costs while building equity. Real estate can create long-term wealth through appreciation, income, and leverage. It's not easy, but it's one of the few tools that can accelerate financial progress significantly. The sixth is simple. It's depreciation, insurance. It all adds up, and the money tied up in a car could have been invested elsewhere. Choosing something practical instead of flashy gives you flexibility. It reduces stress and frees up money for things that actually build wealth. And finally, the seventh, grow. You don't need anything extreme, just solid basics, proper sleep, decent. What ties all of this together is a long-term mindset. Every smart decision you make now builds on itself. Skills lead to opportunities. Investments grow. Good habits reinforce each other. Mistake people make is trying to do everything at once. They get overwhelmed and quit. The better approach is to start where you are. Focus on one area. Build momentum. Boring compared to others spending freely. But while they're focused on appearances, you're building something real. 20s will pass no matter what. The question is, when you look back, will you see missed opportunities and wasted money, or a solid foundation that gives you freedom? Start with one step, stay consistent, and let time do the rest. Because the truth is, wealth isn't built in big moments. It's built in small decisions repeated daily. And in your 20s, those decisions matter more than you think. These are the 7 purchases that can change your entire financial future. Time do the rest. 10 years from now, you'll either thank yourself or wish you started sooner. So let's make sure you get it right. Here are 7 smart purchases that can set you up for life. Because your 20s aren't about spending money, they're about positioning yourself.